Hello everyone, welcome to the presentation on motivation from concept to application. Here we are going to tell you about first the theories of motivation. First of all, the equity theory and expectancy theory. Equity theory says a major determinant of job satisfaction and performance of individuals' perception of the relationship between input and output. That means what you input results in an output. If the input and output is in a balance, then the people will be motivated. It is called equity theory. That means everything will be equally treated. Expectancy theory: individuals make decisions and behave according to what they believe. The outcome of a particular action will be based on how attractive that action is to them. Now, goal setting theory. Goal setting theory refers to the belief is that people who participate in setting goals will work harder to achieve them than people who are simply assigned goals. That means if the organizations connect working people to setting goals, then they will be highly motivated to work to achieve those goals. If they are only assigned to achieve those goals, they will work less than the motivated workers who are participated in the goal setting of the organization. Now, application of theories. Theories are basically applicable in organizations and in businesses. So for the application, need for higher productivity in an industry, motivation theories are applied in an industry to increase the productivity of the working people. An appropriate amount of work to be accomplished within a period of time. To accomplish an amount of work within a period of time, you need to motivate your employees, and you can motivate your employees by applying the motivation theories that developed to motivate the people and the working people. Basically, reward for accomplishing set of works or punishment for incomplete works. That means management by exception. Management by exception, where people are assigned to achieve those goals. If they can accomplish the task and can achieve goals, they are rewarded, and if they cannot achieve those goals, they are being punished. Now the great question: why are students demotivated? Students are demotivated because he or she cannot do assigned work. If they are not highly instructed and they are not properly instructed to continue their work, they get demotivated because they are unable or they are less able to complete the task. The student is demotivated because the response effort needed to complete the assigned work seemed too great. The student is demotivated because of low self-efficacy, lacks of confidence, and he or she can do assigned work. That means a student becomes less self-efficacious and he gets a lack of confidence when he cannot do the work and he is not instructed properly. And the great thing that students are demotivated because lack of positive relationship with the teachers. Most probably they go behind the teacher and calling the teacher, but they are not responding, and even in the class the teachers are very restrictive and they never be positive with their students. Then the students get demotivated. If the teachers are positive with the students, they keep positive relationship with the students, then the students will be highly motivated to do all the tasks they are assigned. It is the fact of the day that students don't get chance to make positive relations with the teacher in our country because there is a gap between those The student is demotivated because classroom instruction doesn't change. Most of the times it's the conventional classroom instructions in our country, and the students get bored working with conventional systems, and the systems that they follow is not satisfactory, and they are not modified to be comfortable, and basically the systems are not flexible. Sometimes teachers forget the students are also human beings, because they just consider that they are students and they can do all the tasks that we are assigning to them. That's the perception they hold, and it creates demotivation among the students. Some students are always demotivated, and even they don't care CGPA, they're basically demotivated at the very first of their courses. A student will not be motivated to attend class if he or she doesn't care about grades, so grades also be a factor for the students. Now the question, how can the teacher understand that the student is demotivated? The answer is profile of a student who lacks motivation, indifference, or even hostile toward the instructor, and thus may lack motivation to follow teacher requests or produce works. Now, the great question is how to identify the motivated students of a class. The student has a low sense of self-efficacy and lack of confidence. When you see a student is having a lack of confidence in your class, then you can determine him as a demotivated student. If he has no self-efficacy, no self-confidence to do the work, then you can consider him as a demotivated student. How can you understand that you are demotivated? Your demotivational message of the day is, don't do it. It's not worth it. Thank you.